はい、どうもたりきです。今回も弓を使わないでクリアを目指すホライゾンゼロドーンやっていきたいと思います。弓を使わないと言っても、今回おそらく戦闘はないんじゃないかな。あ、サイレンス。話せる？
Yes.
なんだ？いや、特に用はない。さようなら。
Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. You are clear to proceed.
はい、このプレイはですね、できるだけ飛び道具を使わないでクリアを目指すためにやっているものですので、全てのクエストは実際には行いません。こうしてデータポイントも取得はします。再生はします。取得もします。あーっと失敗した。
Don't count your chicken embryos before they're incubated, hon. She's still firing up. Be a while before you eat that omelet.
I'm vegan, Travis. You think we'd worked in the same secret base long enough for you to notice?
We weren't scheduled to shack up here for another 3 weeks. You realize I just lost 350 kilos of pre-code smut comics in transit.
Wait, actual physical media? Why didn't you have it digitized?
Can't beat the feel of physical media on your fingers. And if here we ain't gonna be touching a whole lot else. Figured I was gonna pass the time archiving them. What about you?
Me? At work, I guess. My task queue stretches out for like 3 years.
はい、データ音声なんかももう全部聞くことはしません。1回目のプレイで全部聞いてしまっているので、ご興味のある方はそちらをぜひご覧ください。向こうなんだけどこっちも行けるんだよな。こっちを行くと、あ、行けないのか。ここは降りるだけですかね。
Guess that's my way across.
よっ。どっち行くこれ。あ、左か。
It's held like this for 19 years, right?
Well,
Don't answer. Glad that's over.
ここは足場に降りる。刺しているのは上なんですけども、ちょっと下行ってみますか。何かあったっけな。
Not this way. Maybe further up the shaft.
何もないですね。失礼しました。よっ。こっちも行けるのかな。こっちは行けないですね。はい。
This must have been where they lived. What's left of it. Once this was all enclosed by rock and metal.
Record. I just woke up. I see the numbers, but can't make out the time. I was dreaming of... I was giving a lecture in Q Hall. Maybe it was something more shamanistic. I don't know. An audience of shadowy faces under a blank open sky. I told them the world ended with a bang. A plague of robots. The last humans. We went out, not with a whimper, but a whisper. you know, in caves, ending like we started, huddled around a flickering glow. The heads of state, the Fortune Fives, the leader.
Evacuation happens so fast. No time to think things through. No time for goodbyes. There were lines in the medical ward. I told Tom Pake I'd be with him when he went under. But there was one last shipment of Paradiseidae zygotes I could get processed if I rushed. I'm still angry at him for forcing me to choose. Angry at myself for... Well, he died alone. And I didn't get the bloody birds of paradise saved.
Elizabeth's room. I know it. She didn't even get a chance to unpack. These are her journals. Elizabeth's journals. And they're all destroyed?
Scan them. The Focus can rebuild them, but the process is slow. To us it seems a powerful device, but its engine is tiny and limited.
How slow?
Days, weeks, years. Concern yourself with stopping Hades and extending the future, and you might live long enough to hear them.
Elizabeth. What is this?
This is Charles Ronson. I'm logging this 6 hours after final deployment of Gaia Prime. This morning, an access port seal malfunctioned. Gaia Prime's port seals were designed to close with a seam of less than 2 millimeters. But this one closed with a 10 millimeter gap. Enough for an energy signature to bleed through. Enough for the swarm to detect this facility. Enough for Gaia to be discovered and destroyed. Enough to end the future we worked so hard to make possible. Unless the hatch servos were manually re-engaged from the outside. I'm now switching to a recording of the event.
Well, I'm not going out there.
Either we send someone out, or all of this was for nothing.
It should be Liz's decision.
So when is she going to get here?
She said 5 minutes.
Okay, everyone. I've repaired the seal. Gaia?
Seal closure at 1.4 millimeters. Confirmed.
Elizabeth, no. We'll find a way to bring you back in.
It's not gonna happen. The swarm's too close. Really. It's alright. Gaia's complete. She'll take care of things from here on out. That's what she does.
Not like this. There's so much we...
Guys, you know me. I'm no good endings at letting things end, so, let's not.
So, happy trails, Liz. And, see you around.
Yeah. Take care of each other, alright?
Liz.
I'm okay with this. I want to go home. Goodbye.
はい、ガイアを設置した施設に隙間があって、それを外からじゃないと閉めることができなかったということで、それをエリザベト・ソベックは自ら外に出て閉めに行ったということですね。サイレンスと話す。別に話したいとは思わないけれども、これは
All right. Let's start over from Eleuthia 1.
Running integrity tests. Dr. Brochard line. May I speak outside protocol?
I suppose so. There's no one to stop you.
Doctor, you are fatigued. You have been logging abnormal sleep cycles. Are you suffering from depression?
Well, I am trapped in a science facility for the rest of my life. How about you?
In a time slice of 1 quadrillion operating cycles, 10,000 are involved with processing the loss of Dr. Sobek. I have considered quarantining these processes. Do you think that would be wise?
I'm not a psychologist, Gaia, or an AI scientist. No. It is natural. At least in the context of the work you and I have accomplished, which begs the meaning of the term natural. She was your creator, the patron saint of this crazy endeavor. Our Lady of the Fervent Hypothetical.
Even assuming a string of significant failure combinations, Zero Dawn's chances of success are greater than the hypothetical.
It's called a manner of speech, Gaia. Take a note.
はい、なんで聞き入ってしまったかというと、私はこれ1回目の時多分聞かなかったと思うんですよ。自分の動画をちょっと見返してみないとわからないんですけれども。あ、サイレンス待ってたのね。はい。
Aloy?
She's gone. Really gone.
You knew she couldn't have survived, Aloy. And her achievements were beyond exceptional.
While her people bickered, she was the one who took responsibility. The only one who could.
She was better than them.
That's not what I said.
She was. You shouldn't be afraid to admit it.
はい、2週目ということで、この選択肢ですね。私、1回目はこのハートマーク、心に従ったものと理性的なものと挑戦的なもの3つあるんですけども、常にハートマークを選択してたと思うんですが、今回は、最も挑戦的なこの拳マークを選択し続けます。お前は何も分かってない。
Saying that shows you misunderstand her completely. To her, everyone had value. Everything was worth saving. She gave her life in service to that idea. Even after everything you've learned, you still don't get it. The simplest thing about her, and the most important.
No. She had a superior mind and a superior will. It wasn't about sentimentality.
You're wrong. Remember, she knew it wasn't enough for Gaia to think. She taught Gaia to feel. To care, to sacrifice, to believe in life. Enough to fight against hopelessness. If it wasn't for that sentimentality, life would have ended. You and I would never have existed.
Your argument is sound. I'm sorry for your loss.
She said she wanted to go home. Maybe.
What?
Nothing. It's time to go on.
You'd hate it, Liz, but I wrote you a eulogy. I had to try to express... Look, Liz, you're a pretty hell, Liz. I know.
はい、データポイントは全部取得しますが、全てを聞くことはしません。
You got to play the savior and the martyr all at once this time. Great work. Hello, Margot. How are you holding up?
Dr. Ronson, I've been getting a lot of messages, unsolicited messages from Ted.
Margot, I'm sorry. With Liz gone, we've got no one to run interference with him. I'll talk to Ted. He mostly wants updates, constant updates, hundreds of updates on things he knows nothing about. Liz used to field all of his crap.
He doesn't understand the systems at all. I was kind of by design. But he's getting pretty sketchy with me.
What are we gonna plug into their heads, Liz? A whole lot of history? A whole lot of so-called truth? A whole lot of noise? It's not pablum, Liz. It's poison.
「はい、未来に何を伝えるんだ」歴史のすべてを教えるのは毒にしかならないというふうなことを今言ってましたね。
Because it was armored, you found the control room.
I'm on my way.
project. In the end, simple. It's clean, it's clear. Erasure. Addition. By. Subtraction. I can make a better list. With a single stroke. Make it all go away.
I really don't like the direction this is going.
Continue.
When I opened the hatch, the air rushed in from this side.
Because there was none inside the chamber.
But the alphas were in there.
はい、ここで何があったんでしょうか。
I'm locked out of core control. Alpha clearance overridden. What the hell is Omega clearance?
Oh no.
Alpha personnel. Sorry to alarm you, but I need you to listen, okay? To what I'm about to say. This isn't easy. See, please, stop trying to access the system, okay? See, what this is about is, I said stop trying to access the goddamn system. And what I'm trying to say is, I can't stop thinking about the ones who come after us. Those innocents. Those blameless men and women. We're gonna give them knowledge? Like it's a gift?
Ted. We've talked about this before. Apollo has 3,000 plus fail-safe conditions.
It's not a gift, it's a disease. They're the cure, and we're gonna give them the disease. Our disease? No, we can't. And it's not too late. If we're willing to sacrifice.
It doesn't need to be like this.
It already is, Samina. I did it 3 minutes ago. I've purged Apollo. It's gone. All of it. Every copy.
Sacrifice? It's not a sacrifice. It's cultural obliteration, you crazy bastard. Millennia of culture.
I'm sorry. Really, I am. But sometimes, to protect innocence, innocents have to die.
Emergency alert. Quantum atmosphere.
He killed them all.
So this is why. This is why we were trapped in benighted ignorance for an innocent future. Blameless men. He never saw the slaughter in the Sun Ring. Everything these people achieved, all the knowledge of the old ones, evaporated, turned to dust, scattered to the void, like the Alphas themselves.
No. Not a void. When the hatch unsealed and scattered their ashes on the wind, it took them out among the world they made. The world we're living in. It's a monument to what they died trying to accomplish.
A monument to oblivion.
Not oblivion, silence. Hope.
これがマスターオーバーライド。
The master override. It's so small.
Now all you have to do is kill Hades with it.
と
Try not to fall to your death. The master override doesn't override gravity.
そうですね、私1回目確か死んだんですね。上に登るんだけど、ここから登る？はい、帰ってきました。
You're here.
For a moment.
What?
Our journey together has come to an end, Aloy. But before I go, I think I owe it to you to tell you the rest of the story.
Go on.
Some time ago, I admitted that I'd been involved with the eclipse. But I never told you the full extent of my culpability. The truth is, I was there at the beginning. I found Hades, Aloy, buried on that mountain, trapped in that shattered titan. And I served it.
What?
It promised knowledge and delivered. Such knowledge, you have no idea.
And in exchange?
I helped create the eclipse. Helped it build a cult, an army to do its will.
Why are you telling me this now?
Because your success depends on knowing this. When I found Hades, the first thing it wanted to know about was the Spire. Not Meridian. The Spire. Now why would that be?
The Spire was created by Gaia.
Which part of Gaia?
Minerva. Its code-breaking module. Gaia built spires to transmit the codes that deactivated the Pharaoh robots, shut down their biomatter conversion systems. Hades wants to send a new transmission. To wake the machines, so they can devour the world all over again.
Yes. Based on what we've learned, that's my conclusion as well.
So the Eclipse... the robots they've resurrected... they're just a means to an end. An army to capture the Spire.
Yes. So Hades can exterminate life all over again. Unless you stop it.
はい、最短の選択肢であるどうやって止めるを選択します。
So how do I stop Hades?
I've done all I can. From here on out, the rest is up to you. Take my lance. Fit the master override to it, and you have a means of injection.
Then I just need to get close enough to Hades' skull to stab it in?
Exactly.
Oh, no problem. Silence! Where will you go?
Elsewhere. And everywhere. There's so much more to discover before the world ends.
And all this?
I leave it to you, of course. As it turned out, it was yours all along. I was merely trespassing.
まあなんかかっこいいこと言ってますけど、こいつが最初の引き金だったってことですね。はい、これはサイレンスの記録です。
Preparations are complete. Ah, loosened Bahabas.
ね、これまでだったバハバスだったり、ヘリスだったり。
I heard your transmission. It was you, wasn't it? I traveled far to
エ
find
クリプスだったり、どうやって、ハデスに操られていたのかという、その記録がここに残されています。ただこれも例によって全部は聞きません。槍を作成する。 クエスト崩れ落ちた山完了しました。はい、新たにメインクエスト迫り来る影が追加されたところで、はい、これからメリディアンに向かって戻らないといけないわけですね。というところでですね、今回はここで終了とさせていただきたいと思います。サクサク進めてきてですね、これまでずっとやってきたんですけれども、おそらく次回か次次回ぐらいが、終了とエンディングになるんではないかと思います。よろしければそこまでご覧ください。それではご視聴ありがとうございました。またお会いしましょう。